Finding and exploring structures can be really fun. The chills from walking around the abandoned ruins, feeling the lonely atmosphere, and wondering how it was used and why it's here is thrilling. Up until a certain point. I enjoy exploration in Minecraft, and that includes finding structures. Structures like the ruins could have the potential to add to the loneliness and feeling of abandonment. I do keep finding too many ruined portals and outposts though. Some structures can feel too common and make the world feel more full and lived in. That's the fault of the chunk-based generation, but this is also the direction the vanilla game seems to be going. They're adding more life and energy, which is fine. It is more inviting to new players. Also, I'm not a fan of how the archaeology was implemented, so I want to share my ideas for how I would go about changing and adding to the Trails and Tales update. To start off, there are two versions of the ocean ruins. The warm ocean ruins have the same building material and structure style as the desert pyramid, and the cold ocean ruins share building materials with the trail ruins, ruined nether portals, and strongholds. The water level could have risen as the reason these structures are submerged, or they could have slid in from storms or erosion. However that happens. You can find treasure maps in both shipwrecks and ocean ruins, so they're directly linked to the ocean monument. Maybe both the warm and cold groups collaborated with building the monument, but since there are only treasure maps to the heart of the sea that's buried away and hidden, and sometimes the ships have what look like war supplies, I would like to think the two groups were fighting over the monument. Whoever lived in the ruins did farming, obviously, so maybe the Sniffer could have helped them with agriculture in some way, and you find them in warm ocean ruins, so if those folks lived in warmer, drier climates, the Sniffer could help them find seeds and plants easier, and maybe scout the best places to plant crops. And fossils spawn under swamps and deserts, so the Sniffer could definitely be a desert dinosaur from back when it had more vegetation. The desert pyramid is somewhat shaped like the ocean monument, and if the creeper faces mean more than just a warning about the TNT, this group could have been interested in creating the idea of artifice, since creepers might be made of plant material, which could have resulted in the Guardians. This idea is a stretch though. Trail ruins can spawn in jungles, so maybe that group built the jungle pyramids. Of course, I don't see many structure similarities, so it could also have been built by some different group. You find special loot in both pyramids, so they could have been used as treasuries. They could also have been for energy channeling and spiritual purposes, like real temples. And when some or most creators go about updating the desert pyramid, they add burial tomb features, which is okay, but I'm not seeing any proper evidence. I'm not completely against the idea though. The main purpose I would assign to the ruins is exploration, so to make that easier, let's have the trail ruins less buried so you can actually walk through them. You would still need to dig to get to some rooms and levels, but I think it's more fun than having the entire structure gatekept by archaeology. More ruin variants could imply other groups and uses. That would give something new to explore every now and then. Actually, some variants should be more buried than others, and the deeper you dig, the more strange and niche items you would find. I think the ruined portals could go into the pool of trail ruin structures, but give it more structure pieces to look like it was part of something larger and help make them more exciting to explore. This change would also affect the nether variants. Since the Sniffer is tied with the ruins through archaeology, maybe it should also be able to help with archaeology. Giving it the ability to dig out the items from suspicious sand and gravel would give it more utility. I don't think we should have any more ancient mobs, but it could dig up ancient creature remains like it digs up seeds. Some potential examples I have are a giant crab claw based off of my crab idea. It's a weapon you can grab entities with to use as a shield or throw them, and a building block that gives a new note block sound based off of the tongue drum or hand pan. To expand on the farming idea, along with more decoration plants, the Sniffer should find new seeds that produce new foods. Some quick ideas I came up with would be a bulb you can cook like potatoes, pit fruit that grows like melon, legume, pit berry, and shrub nut you can eat like berries, and the bulb and legume can be used in vegetable stew, and the pit fruit slices and shrub nuts can be used in fruit salad. Also, if the brush was removed, you could dig up archaeology loot with a shovel like how you can get flint from gravel. That could make things more simple and streamlined. To expand on both of the pyramid's gimmicks, I think their purpose should be as puzzles. The desert pyramid could have a maze underground with hidden passages to different areas of the structure. And since the original pyramid doesn't care about preserving loot while trying to get rid of you, there should be some lethal and destructive traps littered around. And if it fits the structure, there could be a subsection or layer of the desert pyramid that resembles catacombs. But no skulls, I don't like those as decorations. Mob heads should be a rare and exclusive drop. The jungle pyramid should expand on the redstone and puzzles. Along with solving combinations to secret areas and passages, I think there should be some haywire systems and contraptions that became a hazard after the structure's deterioration. Along with redstone, that's mostly a problem if you're going the wrong way, and it could also help you get around if you're going the right way. The maze for the jungle pyramid could be more vertical. I think it would be unique for the structure and reflect the chaotic feeling of navigating the jungle. I did also have this idea that the Sniffer could dig up plants to regenerate ancient biomes, but I don't think that would actually work very well. Or at least it wouldn't fit with my idea. This was a proof of concept, so any of these ideas can be added to or changed to fit the game better.